What's up, guys? It's Dustin McDangles back here with a new video here, and we are getting into PGA Tour 2K21 here. For this video, guys, we will be starting this video series on Fridays here from now on, moving forward into the future until one of the other series is over before NHL 21. So we'll sort of set up a sort of how we will be going about this series and when it will be uploaded. But for now, it will be up on Fridays here with the My Player Career here, with Dustin McDangle hitting the links here, trading in sticks for his hockey sticks for golf sticks here, or should I say golf clubs. Want to get things here technically right. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to hop into the PGA Tour Career, starting off at the lower level. Have played a couple rounds of this game so far, and it's definitely a lot of fun, and I'm super excited to sort of get this series to you guys. So if you are excited for a PGA Tour Career mode, be sure to hit a thumbs up on this channel. If you guys aren't subscribed, be sure to do so you aren't missing out on any future content. But here off first, the Korn Ferry Tour Q School. Join a field of aspiring amateur players set to compete at the final stage of the Korn Ferry Tour qualifying tournament in hopes of securing Korn Ferry Tour status. Our objectives for this is to finish in the top 50 points rankings in order to sort of get that bump up. Opponent difficulty normal. Obviously, let's set that to easy here to start off. Don't want to make it too hard or too easy, so we'll just leave it at easy, because very easy might be too easy to sort of win that tournament. We'll leave sort of the conditions for normal for now, and then rounds per event. Let's go with just one here for this sort of qualifying tournament, as we are trying to sort of move up and try and get to the PGA as quickly as possible. But without further ado, guys, let's get into this event with Dustin McDangle. And here we are, starting off our golf career, looking to be a two-sport athlete, as Dustin McDangle takes on the Korn Ferry here qualifying tour, essentially, as we sort of hop in here at the TPC Louisiana. Par 72 yards is 7,427, so we're looking to sort of start off well here. There are commentators here, obviously besides me, sort of commentating over the gameplay. But so far, the graphics look amazing for this game. I'm very impressed so far with 2K21 and everything that sort of comes with it. Hole 1 challenge here. Score par or better on the first hole with one putt or fewer to get 30 XP. So the wind is sort of in our face here. As we sort of are going to line up this hit here. I'm going to hope for a good start here. We sort of whip that up the middle, and is a little fast, but we will go ahead and get that into the middle of the fairway. Hopefully it stops sort of in the fringe there, so shouldn't be anything too bad. I sort of know the controls a little bit here for this game. Don't know them too well just yet, but obviously we will look to sort of get better as we sort of move forward into the future. I feel like... Oh, shoot, what did I do? Okay. I was just seeing here that the shot, we have a decent chance at maybe potentially getting that to roll up a little bit with the wind at our face, but we're going to go with this shot here. Hopefully get a good swing at it. A little bit fast here on this. It looks like it might get a nice bounce and roll up here, as it actually doesn't. So this will be a tough putt here for birdie, unfortunately. Man, oh man, that is going really quick left to right here, as... I low-key want to sort of just slow that up a bit. I'm not too sure if we should sort of do like the putt showing thing here yet. So I'm just going to go with this. Let's go with this putt, see what happens. Looks like we're just going to come up short, but, can't sort of fault going for that there. Go for the quick par. We'll get those XP points moving forward off the first hole with a par, so... Good things moving forward here for Dustin as we look at the scoreboard here. Even par, tied for 7th going into the second hole. Here we are in the second hole. Got a par 5 with a 6-mile-an-hour wind, essentially right in our face. Looking for a nice swing here. And it is fast again, and it sort of wheels off to the right. So thankfully that stays in the fairway as we head into our second shot. Let's see if we can line this up here. Still that 6-mile-an-hour wind. We're just essentially going to just plow this up the middle of the fairway, get a perfect shot this time, and that might get a nice little roll up here, as finally a very perfect shot. Gets us just short of that or the green, I should say. Probably, I was going to say, about 50-some yards. And can we actually see how far it is? 30 yards. As we look to sort of chip this on. The mile per hour shouldn't really affect us here. Oh, man. This is our lowest club. Let's see. Pitch, flop, splash. Let's go for a nice little flopper here. See if we can get it up to here and hope and pray that it will stick on the green as we get a nice shot here. Hopefully it sticks. Whoa, we almost put that in the hole. What an absolute shot by Dustin. The smart play there was the nice flop as that was able to stop that ball there. As we can literally just tap this in for birdie, going 1 under for the round here. Getting a big-time birdie on that second hole, but what an amazing shot that was to get us tied for second here. Should have probably bumped up that difficulty to try and get it higher up. But long par 3 here, 219 yards with the wind sort of against us here. Man, I feel like this is going to run if we get a nice hit at it. So I'm just going to leave it there. Hopefully we get a nice little run here. As we're a little fast. It's coming back to the left a little bit. Hopefully it gets a nice generous bounce to the left, and it does. Rolls up a little bit, giving us an opportunity for a solid birdie putt. Almost about hole high there. And it looks like we've got a tough putt here going right to left, looking to sort of bury this. Let's just go with this right here. I don't want to go past the hole too much. Although it is sort of going uphill a little bit. We'll go with this. See if this will come back. And I probably played that a little too much. Just a little overread. But we'll tap that in for our par. As we will stay 1 under for the round here. For this qualifying event. Hopefully, again, 1 under tied for third. Got to find a way to get some birdies here. Here into the fourth hole, we've got a hole 4 challenge. Hit a green in regulation on the fourth hole for 10 XP. I feel like we should have no problems with that as the wind is really pushing us here. So we got to be careful. Get a nice swing here, and we get a perfect swing right off the bat. Speed that shot up a little bit, right up into the middle of the fairway. This is a pretty long par 4, able to bomb that 284 yards. Target power. Okay. Not worried about that. Oh, the target power. I see. Okay, so that is sort of where we want our power, it looks like. But looking here, see if we club up to the 5 wood, I feel like that might be a little too much. Man, that's tough. Let's club up. Let's sort of get sort of a shot change here. And sort of hope that that can sort of find its way up the green here. Don't want to make it run too much. I know that wind is sort of against us right now. So let's try and sort of fade it like that into the hole. As we have a fast shot here, trying to spin that in there. Hopefully it kicks to the left. And it sort of goes a little far. Obviously not what we wanted to do there on that play, but at least we are on the dance floor. So we'll go ahead and speed that up here, up to the putt. Take a look here, hit the green in regulation, which is awesome to see. 10 XP there, but man, this putt looks pretty difficult. Obviously, we're going to go sort of overcompensate for this big time sort of put right to left, and hopefully this putt will be on the money as we're rolling, getting closer to the hole. Does it have enough? Almost backdoored that putt. What an effort that was. We'll just tap in for par. Obviously not too mad about that. Getting that par on that hole, able to sort of make a big time putt, but sliding down the standings there as we're tied for fourth here, 1 under, heading into the 5th hole here. Par 4, wind is with us now, so obviously we don't want to smoke it too much. We'll sort of have it lined up there and hope and pray we get a nice perfect shot. That wind is really taking that ball to the right, but thankfully it is up in the fairway as we will get into our second shot. This wind is crazy left to right action. As let's try and sort of get this ball to stick maybe on the green here. Sort of playing a little bit. We'll play it right there. Hopefully the wind doesn't play too much of a factor in this shot, but let's go ahead, take the swing here. It looks like that wind is really taking that ball. Hopefully it can sit here right there on the green. At least we're going to hit the green, put it on the dance floor. We might have needed to club down on that as we are back behind the flagstick here for a monstrous putt coming up. Low-key want to see this putt line here, so we're going to hold in A here. With my current line, looks like, man, initial read is pretty darn close, not going to lie. As we'll sort of lighten up there and go a little bit more left. And hopefully we'll be able to hit it on the money here. Got to be able to make some shots. Is it going to be right enough? Hoo-hoo! What a putt. Yeah, we might have cheated there a little bit. Let me know if you guys sort of want me to get rid of that feature. I'm not too sure if you can or not. Still new to this game, but what an absolute putt that was from Dustin to go 2 under par as we see the replay here. Absolute bomb of a putt. Like, read that right. Honestly, our initial read would have been pretty close itself, but sort of getting that extra little sort of read with that sort of cheat, like almost like Tiger Vision from the old PGA Tours. But we're now tied for third here, -2, heading in to the 6th hole. Looking for some magic here to try and get up some more, as that wind this round is pretty crazy. So we'll go ahead, take a nice stab at it, and the wind really took that one as we'll sort of speed that up, get it onto the fairway, and hopefully we get a nice chance here. Crazy wind, we will club down drastic. Ooh, not that much. Club, oh wait, I keep forgetting to move it with the left joystick. Honestly want to club it down to that and see if sort of this wind will take it. I feel like the wind might actually take this ball some more, so we're going to go with this hit right here. And we're able to get a nice perfect swing. Hopefully this can run up on the dance floor a little bit and get closer to the pin, as it looks like it's going to do so. What a nice read with the wind there by Dustin, as we are almost pin high on that shot, as we've got pretty much a tap-in birdie here. Whoo! Almost missed that putt, but we were able to backdoor that putt there. Would have been a heartbreaking par there if we missed that, but we are now in the lead here, 3 under for the day, heading into hole number 7 in hopes to sort of bomb this par 5 with the 8-mile-an-hour wind. Score par better on hole number 7 with 1 putt or fewer for 30 XP. Hopefully we can do that as we get a nice bomb down the fairway, as it's almost in. Man, that is almost in the sand pit there, as we just got to sort of slap this ball down the fairway in hopes that we can sort of get it into the fairway. And honestly, not too bad of a save there for a pretty dismal first shot, as we are looking at, the wind here, and it is pretty crazy. Let's see if we can get a, I was going to say, can we get a flop shot that far? No, we're not going to be able to get a flop shot that far. So we're going to need to sort of play it safe here on this shot with that crazy wind in hopes of sort of hitting the green here. So let's go ahead. This might be a little fast. Power's 88, but the wind sort of took that right to left. But holy smokes, we put it on the dance floor here pretty close to the hole, as it looks like it's a little right to left. We're going to sort of tap this a little bit. We're able to walk in there with the birdie to sort of get us our 4th birdie of the day, able to get that 30 XP, and we're heading into the 8th hole, almost ready to take the turn in the lead here, as we've got another crazy wind. If we could actually bomb this, that would be great. Dustin, right down the pipe for a perfect sort of hit, and we are down the fairway here. Nice little bounce there as well, taking that 307 yards, but this is going to be quite the tricky shot here with that wind. Let's hope we can stick it here on this shot. Dustin, good shot. It's going right a little bit. Hopefully that sticks. And holy smokes, guys, we're getting into a groove here, sort of slapping that ball around pretty well, as we got a little left to right action. Obviously, nice little tap-in birdie here. And we are absolutely flying on this front 9. Honestly, might need to sort of put up the difficulty as we move forward, but Dustin in a commanding spot here. just about to start hole number 9, as we have a massive par 3 here. Man, I don't want to club up because that's going to take us there, and that wind is kind of crazy. So we're going to sort of risk it here, go short, in hopes that we can get this onto the green, sort of get a nice little run up, as it does look like it's going to hit the green. Does it get a nice run? I mean, not what we wanted to see, but at least we are on the dance floor as that ball is coming back a little bit. Should be a tough putt here for Dustin, as we got some massive right to left action. Got to sort of get this over the hill. Oh man, didn't hit that hard enough, as hopefully it gets close enough to the hole. Man, if we just hit it hard enough, that would have had a chance. Let's just go ahead, tap this par in, and we are now on to the back stretch here, heading into hole number 10. As we take a look here at the scoreboard, -5 on the day through 9. Honestly, just got to sort of see it out here as we hop onto the final holes here. Wind is massively against us. Going to sort of smoke this down the pipe. Perfect swing, and we are down the pipe here in the middle of the fairway. I mean, our stats right now are off the charts with sort of fairways in regulation and greens in regulation, but got to try and get this a little close here. That wind against us. I'm going to see if sort of this hit will be enough to get on the green, and it looks like it's going to sort of land short, but run up a little bit, which is nice. Obviously, holy smokes, almost pin high, which is that's actually exciting to see. But let's go ahead and tap in this par, or the birdie, I should say. And we are just absolutely murdering it. At this point, we're going for a course record, as we are -6 for the round through 10, and we are absolutely blowing out the playing field here. Hole 11 challenge, 20 XP, drive the ball 284.3 yards. I feel like we'll be able to do that, as we're just going to smoke this down the pipe. Perfect swing, and the wind will sort of bring that back up to the tree in the middle of the fairway, which should make for an interesting second shot. Try to get that past the tree here. Able to get that 20 XP, but let's hope we can sort of just get this ball up past the tree here, as we get yet again a fast swing on this. It looks like it might nick the tree here, and it actually goes right through the tree there. So lucky enough that we're able to miss those branches and sort of lay nicely here for a third shot here on the 11th hole. Gonna try and put a flop shot. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Gonna try and put a flop shot here with our pitching wedge. Trying to land this close to the hole. I don't know how the wind is going to sort of take this ball, but hopefully it brings it back a little bit. Hopefully that sticks, and I mean, not great, but not terrible. We're at least a few yards away from the hole. Shouldn't be too bad, or a couple feet, I should say. It looks like we got a little left to right action right before the hole. Don't really want to blow this past the hole, so let's go with this putt right here. Hopefully it turns. Just not enough. We'll tap that in for par as we walk into hole number 12 here with a commanding lead, as we have yet to post a bogey yet on this round. Here at the 12th hole, looking to get a bomb down the fairway. Wind is right to left. I'm going to play this shot right here. Hopefully it is nice and sort of pretty in the fairway, as it looks like a beautiful shot down the middle of the fairway, as we'll be able to sort of put this over the bunkers, hopefully onto the green for our second shot here. Wind is a little right to left action here, but I do want to sort of play this here. Hopefully might get a little run up, honestly, for this ball to get onto the green. Hopefully it does so, as we get a nice perfect shot here. It's going a little too far left, as that wind really took our shot here, as our ball will roll out there into the middle of the green for a big time putt here. 21-foot putt, little downhill, not a lot of action. So honestly, I'm just going to play this straight at the hole, and hopefully it sort of finds its way into the cup, as it looks like it does. What a nice read by Dustin. Obviously didn't need a lot of time to sort of read that green, as didn't look like it was too much hard of a putt there. And we are absolutely steamrolling here. We're obviously going to need to sort of bump up the difficulty here in the next one, with sort of the scores and how hard it will be to score. But let's go ahead and bomb this driver down the fairway here. Hopefully that will end up into the middle. Nice, perfect swing. Hopefully it goes past that tree and stays in the fairway here. And we were able to bomb that 310 yards down. Let's hope we can sort of get a nice ball in here to the green. Wind's against us, but we're going to sort of play this in. Hopefully that wind doesn't sort of... Ooh. Okay. Now I was sort of wondering where that ball was actually going to end up, but that wind really took that left to right. But again, looks like a pretty simple putt here. Little left to right at the start, and sort of goes back right to left right before the cup. So we'll sort of aim just a hair left of the cup and sort of just place that there. Hopefully finds its way into the hole. Oh, and it was able to get that back door. We weren't able to see that through his hat, but what a nice play that was. We get 2 birdies in a row, 3 in the back 9 as we head to 14. And so far, this is looking pretty good. This is going to be a really tough hole here. Don't really want to run up too much with that 3-wood with 9-mile-an-hour wind. We're going to want to play this real left, sort of get this into the green. And holy smokes, that wind really took it. It's going to be a struggle to try and par this hole as we want to try and get this birdie putt close to the hole, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of movement other than at the start. So obviously we need to compensate for that. Going to hit this putt just a little short on the power. It's rolling to the cup, has a decent chance. If we just read that power, we would have had that birdie, but man, oh man, able to save for par on a difficult par 3. I mean, they've had a couple long par 3s on this course, but we are commanding a lead here heading into hole number 15, and I don't think anyone is going to catch us now. As long as we don't sort of blow up, I feel like we've got this one in the bag as we get a nice perfect swing down the middle of the fairway as we will sort of speed that up and getting to our second shot here that looks like we're going to be hitting with our hybrid. And honestly, I don't really like that. We're going to club down here to our 5-iron to see if we can get this up on the green. I'm going to compensate a little bit for that wind, and it looks like it might be heading close to the pin. Looks like it was the smart play to club down. We might have even needed to club down again as we blast that ball essentially into the middle of the green for a 31-foot putt. Man, this is going to be a tough one. We're going to go way right as that break is pretty hard. Hopefully this will be enough. It doesn't look like it's going to be enough on the sort of read, but looked like it had the distance. But we'll go ahead, pick up this par here as we will go ahead and walk into the next hole. 8 under par, just absolutely tearing up this course today. No real opportunities at any eagles, but let's go ahead and get into the 16th hole, par 4. Right to left wind, should be a tough shot. Drive the ball 284.3 yards. We have some weird sort of specific yardages on these sort of challenges to get XP, but we were able to read the wind right there. Takes a nasty bounce there and might even take that into the fringe, but thankfully it actually gives us a nice angle into the green here. Let's go ahead. Honestly, we'll let this ball run up. It looks like there's a little left to right on the green, so we will give this a nice little run up here. Hopefully that wind doesn't really affect it much, as hopefully it bounces up there, but it actually sticks on the green, unfortunately. So we've got a pretty decent sort of lengthy putt here. Got to focus in here. 12-foot putt. Got to be able to knock this here. Left to right. We'll go with this line right here. See if it's enough to get into the cup. Ah, just missed it. Just missed it there as we will look to bury this par here. And, I mean, I'm happy we didn't use sort of that tiger vision on that. It was a pretty close read, but obviously able to seal up that par as we are 8 under through 16, heading into hole number 17. Looking to essentially end out this round on a high note. Obviously, I kind of want to see if this 5 hybrid will sort of run up there with that wind. Let's take a stab at it, see if it will get up there with the wind. And it looks like that wind will carry that ball up to the green and put it on for... Oh, boys, that almost was rolling for a hole-in-one. That was a great read on that drive, on that par 3. These par 3s are absolutely monstrous, but we are 9 under. Can we hit 10 under for the day? That would be quite the accomplishment for our first round. Obviously, we need to sort of bump up the difficulty with sort of the scores that the computer puts up, and obviously potentially might need to bump up the difficulty on sort of the swings and everything, but as of now, this is sort of a good sort of benchmark, if you want to put it that way, for this series. But let's go ahead, try and hit 3-wood off the deck and see if we can get this to run up onto the fairway. With that wind, can we get it up onto the fairway? Nice hit, sort of right to left. Can it bounce up onto the fairway? Or the green, I should say, and just short. Good little hit here, but can we chip this in? This would be a... what's going on? There we go. Okay. Just got to get used to these controls here. I'm going to go with the pitching wedge chip here. Hopefully this puts it onto the dance floor. Nice little chip. Oof. Little too much as it rolls out for a 17-foot putt. Everything's sort of funneling into the hole. Little right to left action right before the hole. Oh, I screwed up the putt. I think it would have missed anyways. But could this be our first bogey of the day? We hit this a little hard. Ooh, and it lips out, guys. We end the round on a bogey, unfortunately, but that is awesome to see. We're able to win the tournament at 8 under, posting only 1 bogey on the day. And man, oh man, guys, what a first round. Obviously, we will sort of need to tweak the difficulty just a smudge here, at least for the scoring for the computer. And obviously, we'll sort of go with that scoring first in the next video. And then if it is still too easy with the difficulty, we will then bump up the difficulty. But man, we are able to get some new items unlocked, which is pretty cool. Earn some currency, which we can sort of upgrade our sort of look. Nice new glove, cool new t-shirt, some more currency, which is always nice to see. But that is looking like it's going to be a wrap for today's video, guys. We've got the 555 points, which is awesome to see. Get this advancing up to the next sort of place here, which will be the Corn Ferry Tour. Dustin or McDaniel secures promotion. That's great stuff to see there. Sort of, let's see here. Welcome to the Corn Ferry Tour. Climb the ranks of the points list for a chance to earn your PGA Tour card or progress to the Corn Ferry Tour Championship. So they want us to win 3 events in a single season to instantly advance to the PGA Tour. That's pretty cool. Finish the season in the top 25 points rankings to advance to the PGA Tour, and finish the season in the top 75 points rankings. Obviously some pretty cool stuff there. We're going to choose or bump up the opponent difficulty to normal. So hopefully that'll make it a little bit harder. Honestly, denotes the previous season's settings. I'm feeling that playing 2 or more rounds, the event will be cut. I feel like if we do 2 rounds, that will be pretty cool, but we'll start that once we eventually get to the PGA Tour. We'll sort of bump it up to sort of more realistic settings, but that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. We are in the Corn Ferry Tour opener here at TPC Deer Run. Field size 156 with 500 points up for grabs. I wonder what the statistics really look like. No results found. Current season, let's look at the previous season, Season 1 here. Obviously, 1 event played. There's our total earnings, $86,000. Victories, are there sort of anything sort of stat-wise? Longest drive, longest putt, 33.2 feet, which is pretty cool to see. Fairways hit in regulation is 85.71%. Pretty awesome to see. Greens in regulation, great, awesome. Rough tendency, obviously not that bad. Haven't hit a bunker yet, but I'm sure that will change here moving forward into the future. But if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a thumbs up. I know I had a ton of fun playing this. Obviously, it'll be a little bit more difficult here, and it looks like we'll have potential with sponsors here. Pretty cool to see. Once we hit the PGA Tour, we will have sponsors. Obviously, we have the schedule here. We've got 6 possible events. All we need to do is win 3 of these to be automatically put into the PGA Tour, and that is what our goal is going to be, is to get automatic promotion to the PGA Tour, where we can start making real money and playing some real-time players. But that's going to be a wrap for today's video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to drop a like, love and support. And I mean, I'm having so much fun with this game. I'll keep practicing, obviously, and then we'll sort of get back into the swing of things next week with episode number 2. But I hope you guys have a good day and a great weekend. And as always, stay dusty.